See you, Carol.
Stunning down. 8:53 is the time now. If preparing to represent your country in front of 180 million TV viewers wasn't enough, our next guest set herself an even tougher challenge.
We are talking about Finland's Saara Aalto, who's recorded a special version of her Eurovision Song Contest entry, featuring all 34 of the competition's official languages.
It's a step up for the former X Factor contestant who previously released a version of Frozen's Let It Go in 15 languages. Let's have a look first.
Me anyway.
Saara, welcome. So we had English, Finnish, Malaysian and Italian, and that was just in like a 30-second clip. And you've managed to squeeze how many in now?
15 languages in that
15 in that one,
song.
But now you've done...
My Eurovision song Monsters in 34 languages.
Yeah. I tell you what, if that's the entry you put in, at least no one can say you're biased. No one can really go against it because you've included them all. Get a vote from everyone. Be fabulous.
Yeah.
I feel like now I want it. Well, Let It Go in Finnish is what? Let it go.
They say taakse jää.
Taakse jää.
It means like I leave things behind. Taakse jää.
Taakse jää.
Yes.
Is that a kind of phrase in Finnish? Do people say that? Is that, you know, let it go, as we do, let it go, it's over, don't worry?
Taakse jää is more poetic. No, it's not like what we would say. Not really.
Do you have a natural affinity with languages? Because I was watching that and I'm thinking you must have been reading. You must have had some equivalent of autocue, but you knew the words.
Yeah. I have a very good memory. Very good memory. I can learn lyrics so fast. I've always done it, like since I was a child, you know, being singing in choirs in different languages all the time. So I don't know.
Do you know, if anyone doesn't believe you, here's your entry. Here's Monsters in 34. Well, won't play it all, but in some of the 34 languages.
Closed my eyes so I couldn't see it. Var känslokallt, men ännu redo att känna. Y esta noite fue su amigos con todas las criaturas da minha mente. Se dá gratis avtustus favos
What's Monsters about, Saara?
Monsters is about actually letting go, like getting rid of all the negative comments that you've had in your life. Like, it's actually about my life in a way. It's a very important topic for me. I've always been the outsider.
At home in Finland?
In Finland, maybe in general, like I was bullied at school, and then, you know, I was always very like bubbly and happy girl who wanted to perform, and people were a bit like, what is she doing and why is she so flamboyant and like, oh, like, and for me, it just, you know, gave me so many traumas. And then when I came to the UK, to the X Factor UK, everybody was so supportive. They accepted me, and I was like, oh, for the first time, I'm getting this love from people, and it just felt so good. I realized how many negative things I had in my head, like going around, and I wanted to write a song about that. Like, they are like those monsters that I have to get rid of, you know? And this Monsters is a power song for me. It gives me strength.
It's funny, isn't it? Because you don't strike me as someone who's lacking in confidence. But was that part of the journey you've been on?
Yeah, it's funny. I've always been confident when I perform. That's when I'm like the best version of myself. But like in social, you know, circles, I was always the one who was a bit like, oh, will people like me because I am so like happy and, you know, outgoing. And in Finland, you know, people are quite shy actually, and I'm not. So
I tell you what, you've embraced Eurovision, haven't you? I'm just looking at your T-shirt. You've got Gina G on there. Ooh, just a little bit. That was the song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
1996. I was looking it up. So you've totally embraced Eurovision and all it's about.
I've been a Eurovision fan for the last 20 years, and I've tried to get to Eurovision many times in Finland. I was 16 when I tried for the first time, so it has been 14 years for me.
Why do you want it so much?
Probably because I didn't feel accepted in Finland and I didn't fit in. I felt Eurovision was the place where I could be myself, where everybody was happy and bubbly and people would put on these big shows, and I was like, wow, that's where I belong. And yeah, it really resonated with me and still does. And now I'm very, very honored that Finland invited me to represent Finland. So.
Have you know, on the language thing, have you got a favoured language to sing in? Are there some languages that are naturally more beautiful or sit better in songs?
So.
Like, give us an example, can you?
I love Chinese.
To sing in Chinese?
Yes, yeah.
And you can do that quite easily, can you?
Yeah, I've recorded one album in Mandarin Chinese, actually. I had many gigs there a couple of years ago, so I love Chinese.
I'd have thought you'd have said Italian, just because
it's a beautiful,
yeah.
it's a beautiful language, yes. But I like all these weird sounds, so that's why Chinese is like, oh, it's challenging. I love it.
What was Let It Go again in Finnish?
Taakse jää.
Taakse jää.
Taakse jää.
Taakse jää.
We've got that now. Thank you very much.
Wish
Lovely to
all
meet
the
you.
best.
Oh, thank you so
Saara.
much.
Thank you, Saara Aalto there. And of course you can see Saara in the first Eurovision semi-final. Get those parties planned. It's on BBC4 on the 8th of May.